So the force transmissibility, mathematically, it is the ratio. So this is the ratio of force transmitted to the foundation or to the flooring to the exciting force. So this is represented as FTR. This is a force transmitted upon the F0. This is the exciting force. So this ratio is nothing but the force transmissibility. So what is the application of the force transmissibility, or why this equation is important? Okay. So whenever the heavy vibrating machine is mounted on the flooring, so suppose we have the compressor, and it is directly mounted on the floor. So these are the bolts. Okay. So this compressor, it has the reciprocating member, okay, or the rotary member. So because of that, it will create the vibration. And due to this vibration, the forces will be transmitted directly to the foundation, and they will cause the damage to this foundation, okay, or to this assembly. So in order to reduce the force transmitted from this compressor to the foundation, we need to isolate the compressor from the foundation. Okay, that means we need to add one anti-vibration mount in order to reduce the amount of force transmitted. Okay, so this is called as an isolator. So we need to add some isolators. So simple example of the isolator is nothing but the rubber pad. Okay, so you must have seen such type of isolators below the lathe machine. Okay, so in the lathe machine, so when you place the lathe machine on the foundation, so we add some packing in order to reduce the vibration. Okay, so these are nothing but the isolators. So in order to design such isolators, we need this equation. This is called as a force transmissibility upon F0. This is called as a force transmissibility equation. So let's see the mathematical modeling for the force transmissibility. So this is one schematic diagram for one machine. Let us take this as a compressor. It is having the mass M. Okay. So this compressor, it creates the exciting force, which is a F0 sine omega t. Okay. So here F0 is the maximum value of the force created because of the vibration of this compressor. Now we want to mount this compressor on this flooring. Okay, and for that we will add one packing, or this is called as an anti-vibration mount. This is anti-vibration mount. Okay, so actually this anti-vibration mount So this is the actual structure. So this is the bolt, so that we can assemble it with the machine and the flooring. Okay. So we need to place such anti-vibration mount below this machine. So this anti-vibration mount schematically we can represent like this. This is a spring and damper. Okay. So now here, if you draw the free body diagram for the machine, so there are two forces which are common with the machine and this foundation. That is nothing but the spring force, which is a Ka, and second is the damping force, which is a Ca omega. I have written the maximum value. So these forces, they are transmitted directly to the foundation because of the impressed force, that is nothing but the F0 sine omega t. So the resultant force because of the Ka and Ca omega. So the resultant force, we represent this as a FTR, that is a force transmitted. This is equal to, so this is Ka square plus Ca omega square. So this is A in the square root. This is K square plus C square omega square. So here capital A value, this is the amplitude of this mass. Okay, so it is similar to the force vibration. So if you refer the equation for a simple force vibration, then we have the equation for amplitude as A is equal to F0 upon K upon the square root 1 minus, this is R square bracket square plus 2 zeta R bracket square. Okay, so we can take this equation as the equation A. And now we have the equation for force transmissibility as a FTR, that is a force transmitted. This is equal to A in the square root K square plus C square omega square. Okay. So by referring these two equations, so we can write the value A is equal to, from this equation, this is FTR upon the square root K square plus C square omega square. So take this equation B, and by comparing A and B, we can write FTR upon the square root K square C square omega square. This is equal to F0 upon K in the square root okay. Now just rearrange the term. So we can write FTR upon F0 and take this square root on the right hand side. Okay. So we will get the ratio FTR upon F0. This is equal to 1 upon K and square root K square C square omega square in the square root. Okay. So if you divide by K to this square root, so just have it right here. Just take this 1 upon K in the square root. So it will become 1 upon k square. So k square upon k square, this is a 1 plus c square omega square upon k square. Okay, so this value c square omega square k square, if you simplify, then it will become 2 zeta r square. Okay, where r is the frequency ratio, and therefore we get the equation for ftr upon f0 as square root 1 plus 2 zeta r square in the square root 1 minus r square bracket square plus 2 zeta r bracket square. Okay, so it is the same equation as motion transmissibility. Okay, so this equation, this is called as a force transmissibility. So the force transmissibility is nothing but the amount of force transmitted to the foundation or to the support to the force impressed or force created by the machine. So this is a F0. And if you plot the waveform, that is a characteristic curve, you will get the same curve as that of the motion transmissibility. Okay. So this equation, it is used in order to design the proper isolator or the anti-vibration mount for the vibrating machines like compressors, pumps, lathe machines. Okay. So I will show the anti-vibration mount, how exactly it look like. So here, this is the compressor. It is connected with the foundation and it is isolated by using the anti-vibration mount. Okay, so these are called as the isolators. So these isolators, their main role is to minimize the amount of force transmitted to the foundation, and therefore it reduces the damage to the foundation. Okay, so this is the practical application for the isolators and the force transmissibility.